Hey guys, welcome to the second video. Now in this video, we'll be majorly talking about two things. The first one being the schematic and the hardware design of your Nucleo board. And the second one being the controller architecture and layout of your STM32 microcontroller. Let's get started. Now, every Nucleo board has its own webpage on the ST website. You can go in the documentation tab and download the bill of materials or the schematics or the brochures and the user manuals and whatnot. So ST has some real nice documentation with all the boards and ICs they make. So I want you guys to download the schematic, after which you will be having all these files. Now all these files except the PDF are Altium files with an Altium project file with multiple schematics and a PCB file as well. And if you open them in Altium, they look like this with a higher level schematic over here, a schematic for your main controller, a schematic for your ST-Link, and a schematic for the Arduino layout connector and the ST Morpho connector. But I reckon not all of you must be having Altium on their systems installed, so you can open the PDF. But before actually getting inside the PDF, you can also go to the microcontroller website, which is the STM32F303RE, and you can also go to the documentation tab and download three major things. Now, the first one is the data sheet, which you can also get from the overview tab. The second thing I want you guys to download is the reference manual, which is really, really important. Like, you have all the details of your microcontroller inside the reference manual. And the third important document is the programming manual. Which is this one, PM0214. It's really good to have that when you are actually programming this without any library support, but STM already has a lot of libraries and the HAL libraries, so you don't need to directly take a deep dive into this. So let's get started with the schematic. And I have a photo over here of the Nucleo board. So it's majorly divided into two parts. As you can see, the top part, which is used for programming, flashing, and debugging, and the lower part is your actual playground with your STM32 microcontroller. So I can actually spot an LDO chip over here. So let's open the schematic. So I have a higher level schematic over here. So you have the MCU schematic, which is the main board, which was the lower part in the photo, and the upper part, which was the ST-Link. And then you also have another schematic, which is for the connectors, which is on page 2, 3, and 4. So here you have a power supply layout. So you have two LDOs, one which does your VN to 5 volts. So E 5 volts is the external 5 volts. And there's another one which does the 5 volts to 3.3 volts for your microcontroller. Moving on to the next page, you have your main microcontroller, which they have actually split into two components just for the sake of design and simplicity of the reader. So you have U5A and U5B, which is actually your main microcontroller U5. So it's just the component in the schematic which they have split into two parts. And so you have X2 and X3. These are crystal oscillators. X3 has not been soldered on yet. The controller also has an internal oscillator which you can use in combination with an external oscillator. So moving up, we already discussed U3 and U4, which was the 12 volt to 5 volt one, and the U4, which was the 5 volt to 12 volt one. Secondly, you have a user button, which is a tactile switch, and a reset button, just used to reset your microcontroller. And then you have LD2 and LD3. One of them, it's a power LED, and the second one is your user LED, which is generally found on Arduino board, pin number 13. And then you have a JP5 jumper over here. You can actually use this jumper to switch between power supplies, between U5 volts is the USB 5 volts, and the E5 volts is the external 5 volts. So you can also power on this board from an external 12 volt power supply. All this can be easily found in the schematic over here. And the schematic, you can actually do a control F for control find, and then you can actually look with proper care. So let's see, U4, yeah, that's the whole chip, and then I exactly know the part number of U4, and then you can actually go and purchase this if you try to if you have blown up this particular chip. So that's all on this part. Well, the not so interesting part is the Arduino connectors, which is on a later part of the schematic, which is on page number 4. So we have the extension connectors, and they have tried to make a nice layout with the Arduino thing. So we have the Arduino connectors on the inside, and then you have the Morpho connectors on the outside. Moving on, you have the ST-Link programmer, which is another STM32 microcontroller. Which one is it? It's easy to find because now you know everything, because you have the schematic. So we can go to page number 2 of the schematic. Sorry, my bad, page number 3. And then you have the USB ST-Link. So you have ICU2 over here, which is the STM32F103CB. T6. So this IC connects through USB to your laptop, and then you have the serial wire debug and or the JTAG interface to flash, program, and debug. So that's all there, or very well mentioned on this schematic over here. The upper part, which was this part, also has its own dedicated power supply with an LED for status, and that power supply module with an LDO, which is an LDO, can be found right away over here. So that's all for the first part of this video. Now let's jump to the controller layout or the controller architecture